Hi, this is Miss Linnea Lark, and welcome back to Illustrate Away. Today is Monday, and so I'll be drawing Flora and Fauna. Just a reminder of the rules. Rule number 1, shape before detail. Rule number 2, erase to fix, not to restart. Rule number 3, failure leads to growth. And our last one, number 4, is draw with your eyes and not with your brain. Alright, so today in the video you're going to see me kind of worrying about a composition for the first time ever. In fact, at one point I pull out another sketchbook and start to do some thumbnails, but I kind of like my first thumbnail the best. And really this Illustrate Away, this group, it's not really about finished pieces. It's not really about composition and a final product. It's really about everyday practice to just try to get better. But since I kind of did it in this one, I kind of was trying to make my drawing a little bit nicer and cleaner. I just noticed that I did kind of a symmetrical composition where whatever's happening on the left is happening on the right. And I actually did not finish this drawing this week. It was taking so long. I think next week on Flora and Fauna, I'm going to add a little bit more foliage and finish out the composition a little bit better. So if you guys have lots of extra time, you can worry about your compositions and try to make these images into final pieces, or depending on time and what you want to do that day, just feel free to sketch like it's practice. All right, so today I want to tell you guys a story about revenge. Yes, it's a good story. I want to tell this story today because I am also the advisor of a video game club. And while I'm not a huge gamer, I have some gaming in my history. So this is a story about gaming and revenge. Here we go. All right, so when I was in college, I was living with some friends my sophomore year of college. And the family friends had 2 teenage boys, and these teenage boys had like a posse of kids. And this is before there was like Xbox Live or anything like that. And so all these kids would bring over their TVs, they would bring over their Xbox, and they would have cords connecting them from all over the house, and they would set it up so that 16 of them could play at one time. In fact, they had 3 couches in the basement, and they had used cinder blocks to create like a stadium seating effect. It was pretty intense. And so I was living with them. I started to play Halo, which was also pretty intense. That was my first time having a video game controller with 2 joysticks. I could barely look up or down. I didn't realize that I needed to invert the looking. And so every time I would become alive, I would like instantly die. Like, they were so good at Halo and I was just dying left and right. It was like a bloody battle, like, of a loser. And so as I was living with them, I started getting a little bit better and a little bit better. And I ended up, when I left that school, I went off to Boston, and I missed it so much that I got my own Xbox, and I really loved playing Halo. This was just when Halo 1 was out. And so after I had moved from Boston, I decided to leave my Xbox behind. And so I left my Xbox with my parents. And when I would go home to visit them, we would play Xbox. I would have friends over. And at this point in my life, I had a pretty serious boyfriend. And I was almost graduated from college, and we would play Halo all the time, and let's just be honest, I would win, always. I'm like super competitive. Like, it's the band dork in me, like I have to be first chair. And so, anyway, I have a signature move for my final move. Now, I'm not good at Halo 5, I will tell you that. Like, I've tried, it's a different ball game. Like, I'm still, like, if I play Halo 1, I could probably kill you. But Halo 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm not so great at. But anyway, so I always had a signature kill. And so on the last kill of the game, depending on what we were playing, whether it's Slayer or Slayer Pro, on the 25th kill or on the 15th kill, I would kill the last person with a plasma grenade. If you're not familiar with a plasma grenade, the beauty of a plasma grenade is that it sticks to you, so you can't run away from it. And my favorite part of a plasma grenade is that not only does it stick to the person, but it flashes light, and so the person knows that they're about to die, but they're running for their life, and so it's kind of like, you know, you can't get away from it, you're gonna die no matter what. And there's a real beauty to that for me. And so the last person of the game, whenever someone would get hit with a plasma grenade, they would know that I was about to win. So it was like this beautiful thing that I had started doing. So anyway, fast forward, me and my boyfriend had broken up. He took it a little bit hard. I mean, everyone takes it hard when you break up. It's hard no matter what side you're on. But he had a tendency toward bitterness and revenge. And so the next summer, the summer before I moved to Guam, I had taken a job there. I was back in town with my parents, and I invited all the people over, and I invited him as well. And you guys, he went back to college, and I'm pretty sure he didn't go to any classes. He got crazy good at Halo. Like, I'm talking crazy good. Like, my head was spinning, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So he had gone home into college and got crazy good at Halo. I'm still like, okay. And he is just whipping me up and down the field that we're playing in. And so I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, I'm really competitive, like I said, and I'm trying to beat him, and like my record is going down. And so he like, not only does he win, but on his very last kill, he doesn't just use a plasma grenade, which is my move. He comes and finds me where I am in the map, and he hits me with a plasma grenade, and I can see it on my shoulder, like lighting up a storm, and I'm trying to run away, but it was no good, you guys. I totally died. And there was this moment where I was like, well done, sir. Well done. So that's the story of revenge and gaming. All right, so that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for Bits and Bobs. If you liked the video, please subscribe. If you want to get notifications, ring that bell. And that's pretty much it. Happy day. Plasma grenades.